to them who is also
Yeah.
talking. This is
Right.
during the film. What do you do? Do you ask them to ask them politely if they can quieten down? Do you say, shut up already? Do you leave the theatre or the cinema, or do you not do anything?
Right. So this is me. This is me to a T, right? I
Yeah,
wouldn't even look back. I wouldn't even look back to see who it is. I would just ignore them and continue with the distraction that they're creating and
yeah.
try to get as much as what I've come to for. And in the end, I still wouldn't look back to see who it is, and I'll just walk away. That's me.
Yeah, but it really that you wouldn't even if it was excessive, you wouldn't
No,
feel you could turn around and
no,
say, "Look,
no,
sorry, would you mind being a bit quieter or something?" No,
no, I
okay,
wouldn't.
okay. Well, then perhaps you'll have a similar answer to this one. You're at a
Right.
dinner party. You're at a dinner party and you bite into the food that tastes terrible.
Yeah.
The hostess asks if you're enjoying the meal. What
Hmm.
do you say? Now, these are the options. Oh, it's fine, thanks. Or I'd be honest about the food, how it tastes. Or would you tell them it's great and secretly gag inside? Or I'd give them a half-hearted thumbs up. And lastly, it has a very interesting taste. So how would you deal with that situation?
Right. Okay.
Could you be honest? Would you be
I will.
honest?
I am honest. I am honest. So I had this couple. It was a Jamaican. The lady was Jamaican, and the husband was from Liverpool. And I got invited for a meal at theirs. It wasn't just me. It was a couple of other friends as well. Anyway, I didn't like the food. I didn't like the food. So anyway, the next day we saw each other, you know, and she went to me, "Oh, thanks, Emmy, for coming around yesterday. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the company. How was the food?" And I said, "It was okay." She just lost it. She lost it. She was like, "Okay, what you trying to say?" I said, "Well, I just said what I needed to say. I said he was okay. That's it." And I never said.
I
So
mean, that's difficult, isn't it? That's difficult.
it is. It is. You've got, it's difficult. So, and I would never do that again, by the way. That was a
No.
mistake. So anyway, so if somebody invited me for a meal now and I'll just say, "How was the food?" "It was lovely. Thank you very much." Because I consider the effort the
Yeah,
person's put into it, the effort that they've put into it, the love that they've put into it,
yeah, yeah. Of
and the time as well that they've put into it. You can't knock that.
course, yeah.
You can't just say to somebody, you can't just bash somebody's food because your taste bud is having a bad day. I'm not saying your taste bud is having a bad day, but I'm just saying you've got to first of all consider those people, what they've done, how
Yeah.
the extent that they've gone to put all that together. So I would say, yeah, it's lovely, but I wouldn't have seconds, and I would give a good excuse. I'd give a good excuse for not having seconds. Yes, that's me.
Okay. Now the next one, two of your friends are dating each other.
Right.
You find out one of them is planning to propose,
Right.
but a couple of days later, the other one confides in you that they want to break up. Now what do you do? And the options are I tell them their partner is planning to propose so they can end it before it gets worse. I tell my friend that their partner wants to break up with them before they can propose. I wouldn't do anything. I'm not getting into anything. I'm not getting into the middle of this. I'd get them in the same room and then I'd share what I know. So what would you do there?
Oh dear me. I had a similar. I had a similar incident because somebody came to me and he said, "It's a girl that I was really close to," and she said to me, she said, excuse me. I'm sick and tired of this relationship and blah 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 blah. And I just let her finish, and I said to her, I said, "So what are you gonna do?" And she said nothing. I said, "Oh, thank God." I said, "Because I was gonna walk away." And that's me. I hate getting in the
Yeah,
middle of anything. So
yeah,
I would just say to them,
yeah,
right. I'll just say, right, okay. So you're gonna propose and you're gonna break up. Okay, okay, right. I've got somewhere I've got to be, and I just
yeah.
yeah,
No, it's
that's
fair enough.
me. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, I think it's a good answer. What about this one? Sort of similar idea, really. You're at your best friend's wedding just an hour before the ceremony is to start.
right.
Earlier that day, you came across definitive proof that your friend's wife to be, your best friend's wife to be, is
Yeah,
having an affair with the best man of honor, the best man, and
yeah,
you catch them sneaking out of a room together, looking dishevelled.
yeah,
If you tell your friend about the affair, their day will be ruined, but you don't want them to marry a cheater. What do you do? You
yeah.
tell
Well,
your best friend and ruin the day, or do you say nothing as your job is to be supportive?
yeah. Well, I learned something recently. I would have, prior to what I learned recently, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have answered differently. But I think I was talking to somebody, and she said it was Jeanette actually, my girlfriend, and she said
All
to me,
right, yeah,
yeah, and she said, I'm like a mafia me, I wouldn't, I see nothing, I hear nothing, I say nothing, and I thought. That's a good philosophy. That's a good philosophy to have. So I'm adopting that. So yeah, I see nothing, I hear nothing, I say nothing. I'll
yeah,
just leave it as it is because at the end of the day, what party would you like to help? And sometimes people do things, and when nobody knows about it or the other party doesn't know about it, it's usually okay. But then, um, if it happened in my congregation, then I would have to do something about it. Because of my position, I would have to do something about it. I would have to call the other party and say, listen, you have to go to this person and tell them what what you've done,
yeah.
or but I wouldn't be the one to tell them. And I would say, well, if you don't, then you would leave me with no option to to then say something.
Yeah.
But then something has to be done about it because of the delicacy of the matter, because it concerns
Okay.
matters of the heart. So yeah, so that's it. That's that.
Okay. I've got a few more questions. We probably won't have time for many more, but
Right.
one is, and then you may not want to answer the question. You may not be able to think of anything, but can you
Right.
tell me something about yourself that no one or very few other people know? It may be something perhaps in your younger days.
Yeah.
So,
I love this one. I love this one. Now I'm gonna say
okay.
because I've been telling her quite actually. All right, so I haven't told a lot of people, and I've just told Janet recently. So there's a song called "Girls Wanna Have Fun" by Cindy
Yeah.
Lauper.
Great song.
Girls, they wanna have fun. I love that song. But
Yeah.
I dare not tell anyone because I thought, people might think he wears
Well,
pink.
it's a great song, isn't it? Great song.
So yeah,
But
so
you
it's
wouldn't,
out there.
yeah, you wouldn't want to tell people that for whatever reason.
Well, the whole world knows now.
I mean, it's a similar sort of idea, the song, to Man, I Feel Like a Woman. I mean, that's another great song, isn't it? By Shania Twain. But yeah,
Yeah,
they're brilliant songs. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, so that's good. Um, Perhaps the last question.
yeah,
If aliens are watching humanity, if they're watching Earth,
yeah.
what do you think, how would they report back to their mothership about how humanity is doing? Is everything a great mess? Are we heading towards Armageddon? Or basically they're doing all right? What do you think the aliens would say?
I think they say don't bother with them. They're all gonna die anyway. They're gonna self-destruct. No, I'm joking.
Well,
I don't believe
yeah.
it. I don't believe in aliens, but yeah. But they probably they won't bother with us, because we're doomed. We're doomed anyway. And that's all we've got time for.
Good timing. Yeah, well done
Proper
then,
time,
Emmy, for
yeah.
answering those questions. Well done.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. Yeah. So do you want to do the conclusion, bruv?
Yeah, well, that's something more about Em Hikins, aka Cuz, that we didn't know before. So well done for answering those questions. I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
And I'm Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz. Thanks for watching the show. It's a goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Join us again.